What's up, guys? It's Casey with the Going Bracket Racing YouTube channel. Just trying to show everybody how you can actually go racing on a budget. Just in case you're like me and have moved all over the country, moved away from your dad, don't have any money to speak of, but still want to go racing because we all love it so much. So let me kind of give you guys an overview of how I'm planning on going racing on a budget. I just moved to North Carolina, don't have all the stuff available to me. Here's actually a golf cart that doesn't run right now that we're getting ready to get in order. It was pawned off on my dad because somebody didn't want to put batteries in it. He pawned it off on me for the exact same reason. I kind of have an idea how to fix that. We'll do that in the future. But let's go over what we have right now to work with. So guys, I got this car. One of my dad's buddies is a wheeling, dealing, trading things back and forth type guy. He typically owns 4 or 5 different cars. Sometimes every 6 months, sometimes even more than that. I guess he's been best friends with my dad since high school. That's how he's always been. So this is a 2002 Danny Nelson Racecraft hardtail car. It's got one slip joint somewhere about right here. It's nothing special, guys. Basically all it is an old race car. At one point, it was brand new. Everything that was brand new at one point was nice. Unfortunately, it's not that nice right now. It has a 468 big block Chevy. It's got 990 Chevelle heads. Nothing spectacular there. They're iron even. Luckily, it did come with brand new Mickey Thompson tires, which I know will either make some of you love me or some of you hate me. Has transmission cooler on it. We had to build this new mounting system. It was actually shoved down in here in the side. I did take the transmission apart and it had 180 straight cuts in it, so that's good. You can see we got Mark Williams axles. I'm not sure if those were put in by Danny. I know my dad did say that back in the day, Danny did use a lot of 40 spline stuff. I haven't taken them out yet. Not 100% certain what they are. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty basic. There's nothing really special about anything that's in this car. It does have some good parts on it. It's got a 950 Holley double pumper on it. Kind of gone over that just a little bit. I put a new coil on it that I actually didn't need. Long story on that, we'll go over that later. Other than that, turn back around here. It's got pretty much the original K&R Pro Cube in it. It does have K&R switch panel, which was really nice. I did build a new button mount. It was kind of all cobbled together. But we're gonna see how this ends up running, guys. We've been to test and tune once or twice now with things didn't necessarily go well. The first time we ended up having an issue. It only ran 520, which I'm not really 100% certain. That might be all it does run. It's not anything special, but believe it or not, this car with by itself is only 1,590 pounds with iron heads on it. So I thought that was pretty impressive personally. With me in it, I'm about 180 pounds. It ended up weighing 1770. Unfortunately, if it only runs 520, then that means it might only have like 600 horsepower, something like that. So there's a lot of room for improvement on that. I don't think we'll get there with this particular motor, but the whole goal of this car is to go bracket racing on a budget. We don't need to have $100,000 race rigs to be able to do some winning or, you know, be able to actually attend these races. They have a lot of good races around here, but the problem is, if you don't have any money because you spent all your money on your race car and you can't go enter them, you can't go win them either. So we're gonna hopefully figure out how we can maybe do a little bit of winning in the future, and maybe this car will be able to pay for itself, guys. As it sits right now, I only have $10,500 in this car. And you can't really ask for much more than that to be able to just put it in your trailer, go to the racetrack and go racing. Because guess what? The reason we all bracket race is because we don't have money like the pro guys do to just throw money around and be able to just go attend every single race and not win any money. We can't just sit here. If I was gonna just spend a bunch of money on cars and wasn't planning on having any kind of return on it, I'd just drive hot rods around. Because at the end of the day, they're a lot cooler. There's a lot more people that'll buy those things. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of just making this channel just for kind of something to do for right now and kind of document how I go about this. Because again, like I said, I live a long way away from my dad. I'm about 1,000 miles away from my dad, starting this all over from scratch. And I think there's a whole lot of people like me that have been second generation racers where, you know, you've seen your dad put a lot of stuff together over the years, and I'm pretty sure you know how to do it. But if you're anything like me, it's a lot easier whenever your old man's sitting there in the chair, sometimes yelling at you and sometimes telling you you're doing it wrong. But guess what? If he just tells you the direction to go in, then it's a whole lot easier than figuring it out on your own. And we've never had that opportunity to just be able to work on things ourselves. So we'll see how this goes, guys. But at the end of the day, if you own a race car, you know as well as I do, you're working on it just as much as you're racing it. So we'll just see how this goes. So like and subscribe to the Going Bracket Racing YouTube channel, and we'll keep coming at you with more. Thanks.